Welcome to the BDGG guide for Mythic Hungering Destroyer. This is the third fight of the optional 3, and is generally considered the easiest of them. It contains the same mechanics in the same order as Heroic mode. However, in Mythic, you get a debuff for soaking the Gluttonous miasma targets. The debuff, called Essence Sap, lasts for 20 seconds and every stack makes you take 10% more damage from miasma. This means that you need to make groups to rotate the Essence Sap debuff while health funneling each miasma target. For raid composition on this fight, we would recommend 2 Resto Shamans for spirit linking your Gluttonous miasma targets during the consume casts, and a Disc Priest for shielding the miasma targets during parts of the fight where there is high damage or burst damage. Otherwise, you'll want 2 tanks, 5 healers, and 13 DPS. You'll position the boss in the middle of the room, between your 4 raid markers where melee will be able to have high uptime. You want to bring the boss back out to the edge of the room before each consume cast so that you'll heal the boss as little as possible and to congregate your whole raid into one spot to make raid healing easier. I recommend moving the boss out after the volatile ejection cast when he is above 85% energy. You can pre-move a little bit before then, but make sure you don't move the boss the whole way, as it will make the ejections harder to deal with. Overwhelm is the tank mechanic. To simplify it, you'll just want to taunt after every Overwhelm cast. This reduces the amount the boss heals from Hungering Strikes. During the time when you are not tanking, you should be trying to help soak a Gluttonous miasma target or soak orbs left by Expunge to keep the room clean. Gluttonous miasma is the same as Heroic and marks 4 targets who cannot be healed. This is where you'll have to have half the raid, or about 2 people per, soak first and then every other set. Using an anger assignment or ERT note to designate these out is helpful, but it's extremely likely that you will have to call for fills and swaps. It's okay to take 1 to 2 stacks from a previous set before taking the next set over, but the cleaner this can all happen, the easier the fight will be. Expunge should be handled the same as Heroic, but it leaves behind orbs that don't do very much damage, but knock you into the air temporarily. If you drop your Expunge in a poor location, or if you don't lose DPS by having extra movement, you should go ahead and soak your Expunge orb to keep the room clean. Volatile ejection targets 4 players, up from 3, and they create a line going out of the boss. These should be pointed between the miasma markers, and other players should avoid standing in those locations. If you are targeted by volatile ejection and you are a Gluttonous miasma target, you should sidestep a little bit so that people can still soak the very edge of your miasma. It's not a big deal though if you have to go 2 or 3 seconds without having people funnel their health to you. Desolate is the main danger to this fight. It does 15k shadow damage to everyone and it happens right before an Expunge, so make sure that you are able to top everyone off before the Expunge cast. Throughput cooldowns are good here, but this is also what makes Disc Priests high value, since they can shield miasma players and keep them safe. Expunge comes out again, and like Heroic, depending on your health, the size of the circle is increased. Remember, you should aim to drop these near the edges of the room, especially to the left and right of the boss. Any orbs dropped behind the raid, near the entrance or the consume spot, will have to be soaked before the consume cast. You'll see one last ejection cast here before we pull the boss to the edge of the room. This helps limit overall raid movement and keeps his healing down. We'll also drop a Spirit Link here to keep the miasma targets in the raid safe. At the end of this cast, a new set of miasma targets comes out, so having everyone topped off here ensures a stable transition. From here the fight repeats, and it's totally scripted. You've got a volatile injection, a thin line despite the graphic, which you'll drop between the markers, then Desolate, which you'll want to protect your miasma targets for, and then Expunge, where you'll have an increasingly difficult job keeping the room clean. Tanks can help clean up a lot when they are not actively tanking, and should prioritize towards the entrance of the room before the left and right. This order repeats twice before a single volatile ejection, and then he starts another consume. Remember, getting out of consume quickly and not getting hit by extra volatile ejections here is really important, especially as a miasma target. This fight is roughly 6 minutes and 30 seconds long, and hard enrages at 7 minutes. I'll let the footage play out with comms, but keep an eye on the order of mechanics and the tight player positioning that keeps everything consistent and safe. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe and like the video to be notified of the rest of our Castle Nathria guides. Good luck!
I could not.
Maple, Jacobs, I think it's there. Yes, please.
Lions?
Help on diamond?
Might need help on someone. Spear grab diamond. Yeah, get someone else there.
I'm dead, yeah.
Okay, that's your team.
Beware.
Hippo, Honor, Subs, and Dark. Dark, you'll need to get a start.
Destruction.
Did it any fix that?
Clears available.
Next will be Maple, Jacob, Sarah, and Zivic.
Is an AoE coming up here?
Beware.
No, I need Bane sub here, champion.
Sponges and then tanks be ready.
Honor use personal if you need to. Packs, subs,
Tech-
Thune, and Sham. Thune, you'll need to go to either circle or down, but I'm not sure which.
No, T-Mac.
Watch for lines.
We're gonna. Do we have both APTs?
You have battle res if you want me up, or if you want to sit.
Not yet.
Okay.
Assuming nobody dies here, we want to get out of here.
Get him out.
Next is a Rain, Sarah, and Champy. Oh, sorry, Champy's too. Jacob and Zivic, Soak as well. And Polly. Definitely get him up. Someone on go to triangle though if you can.
I'm on it.
You can second pot. Powerful.
Second pod here.
Beware.
He's coming, we're all up.
Sham, Honor, Dark, and Pax.
Destruction.
Oh, I don't think we clear at this point, by the way. Just hit the boss. I mean, clear shit in melee.
I can't. Soaking that. I just started using that.
Hippo, Champy, and Zivic.
Dude, I'm all in sync with those.
Beware.
That is fine.
We have APTs, right?
Destruction.
Sponges, get out. Tanks, we're moving after this.
How long do APTs last for?
30.
Move out. Look out for lines.
Maple, Pax, Honor, and subs. Maple, Pax, Honor, and subs.
Jesus.
Line. Still gotta make
Sarah,
it through
Champy,
this.
too. If you don't have a debuff, just soak. If you don't have a debuff, soak. Everyone. You won't get another sub.
Just plant and kill.
Really nice job, guys. Really clean. Good job.